first of all, take us not just the last 500 meters, but the team, and then obviously going into the last 3 circuits. And obviously we're strong today, so it goes without saying. But you also were sick coming out of Utah too, which maybe a couple people don't know. So give us a little background and context of today's race, and then personally.
Yeah, I really I had no exact idea how I was going to go today. I was touch and go yesterday in training. Rode the climb a couple times and didn't feel so hot. I'm coming off antibiotics, so you can go either way, with that. So I was just super motivated today, I think, and our team has been rocking really good the last few weeks, and it's really motivating just to have everyone on their A game. Scott Swazanski and Reed Mumford put in awesome rides yesterday in the TT, and that's really inspiring for the whole team going into today. And we just had the numbers. Everyone really rode their hearts out today. Candelario even, guys that you wouldn't expect to make, any selection were there. And it's great to have, our new signing, Matt Boucher, in the move today. He was incredible. And, Neil Shirley, Dan Bowman, everyone stepped up today, and, we got a result. And it wasn't the result that I really wanted, but I'm still pleased.
So can you tell us what was going on in that group for you, since there's 2 BMC and 2 Kelly in that break? What is your plan and your strategy?
Well, you know who's strong and who are the players each year in this race, so and who has a fast finish, that just from racing all these guys all the time. So I really didn't want to go to the line with Hincapie in a sprint, so it just came down that way. Louder put in a really good attack, and it looked really good for a while, and he was just dangling there. And everyone was hurting at the end of the race, and that. And the last few K, there's a lot of hills, and you pay the price if you've been out there, slaying it, especially at the end of a hard race like this. And he gave it his all, and Hincapie I knew was going to go. He had to, in the last, whatever, is it, K and a half. There's a hard hill, and then you come into the, final K. He hit out really hard, and I knew he was going to go, and I jumped right on his wheel. Almost didn't make it, because he went so hard. Got on him. He got the Jeff, and we had a little gap. And my only shot was to really hit out with 300 meters, and just go for it. And I actually got a little gap on him, and I was cramping, he was cramping, it's one of those things. And he got on me, and that was it. He's got a really fast finish. Everyone knows that, seen Prairie Bay or whatever. So that was it. Came around maybe 150, 200 meters, won pretty easily. So
you mentioned that it isn't necessarily the result that you were hoping for today, but is there a sense of satisfaction? Are you happy with your result today?
I am.
Okay.
I gave it my all. The team gave it the all, and it's hard because there's only one result at a national title. Really. You can't be excited about that, or why go racing? So I am excited. Yeah, it's great for the team, but I want to come back and win. So it's all about winning. It's a national jersey, so you want to wear it.
We talked before the start about the fact that you're on perhaps the strongest team that you've ridden nationals with now. Talk a little bit about that difference for you in the race today.
Oh, it's a huge difference when you're riding with guys that you have confidence in, and everyone does their job, and everyone sacrifices all year for each other. There's no questions asked, so it's just a great mix of guys. And we'll go to Pro Crit, and I'll ride for our sprinters, and they'll come here and ride for the climbers or whatever. It's just a great group of guys, and there's no superstar on the team, but we get it done because we're willing to sacrifice, and we have team goals, and we set them, and we attain them.
Andrew, you're racing all across the U.S. How did today's crowds compare in terms of support to others?
I thought it was bigger than years past. You know, up on the climb, it's pretty amazing. It's super loud. And, it's kind of deafening in the finishing circuits. You know, right through the start finish was like, wow, this is awesome. You know, so great crowd always here. You know, really supportive of the race, and I love racing here. I love the South. You know, great course.
Jonas talked to me a few months ago about the fact that you guys had missed out on California and that you were really hoping to come on strong, particularly in the second half of the season when a lot of teams are fading.
Yeah.
How did the last few weeks between Utah and here set you guys up ahead of Missouri as far as confidence is concerned?
I think it's looking pretty good. You know, for Missouri, everyone's riding awesome. We have guys for, you know, the GC. Considering what our time trialist did yesterday, you know, Missouri's probably going to come down to the smoking fast time trial and making the groups on the hard days. So it's looking good, and stage wins too. You know, we have guys like David Bayou who can do pretty much everything, and he can get in breaks and win out the breakaways, and you know it's pretty cool. You know, going in the end of the year not totally fried, but motivated and, you know, ready to build on next year.